Hey there, it's Allen Stafford with Marketing Binder. And you know what keeps me up at night? It's, well, basically seeing small businesses, maybe even your business, pour your heart and soul into crafting these beautiful email campaigns, only for them to sit unopened in some forgotten inbox. I mean, what's the point, right, of creating the perfect message if it's just gathering dust in spam purgatory, right? Well, because here's the truth. You see, email marketing still drives the highest ROI, return on investment. I mean, we're talking an average of $36 for every $1 spent. So for those just joining us, Marketing Binder is where I share actionable strategies I've picked up over my 30 years in the marketing trenches. And my goal, well, that's to help folks like you, small businesses or small business owners and solo entrepreneurs, truly grow your brand, connect with your customers, and see that revenue needle move in the right direction. And today we're diving into a world of email metrics. And I promise this isn't just about boring spreadsheets. This is about the real indicators that tell you if your emails are actually working so you can boost engagement and drive sales. Plus, I'll share some battle-tested ways to boost engagement based on campaigns I've personally run. So let's talk about why these metrics actually matter. Because as I said, email marketing is still king when it comes to ROI, an average of $36 for every dollar spent. But here's the reality check. See, just hitting send, well, that's not good enough anymore. If nobody's opening your emails or clicking through, you're essentially shouting into the void. Think of your email reputation like a credit score, but instead of banks, it's Gmail, Yahoo, and Outlook that's deciding whether your messages deserve the inbox or the dreaded spam folder. And trust me, once you end up on their naughty list, climbing back out, that's not going to be so easy. I've seen this happen to clients who suddenly couldn't figure out why their open rates tanked. And it turns out when people don't engage with your emails, those inbox providers, they notice. Low engagement, high unsubscribes, or heaven forbid, spam complaints, and suddenly your deliverability falls off a cliff. So the million-dollar question becomes, how do you know if your emails are actually working? Well, that's where these key metrics come in. All right, let's break down the three numbers that actually matter. I'm all about focusing on what moves the needle, and these are the metrics that tell the real story. First up is your open rate. The percentage of people who actually open your email. So if they don't open, nothing else matters, right? It's like needing to open a door before you can basically walk into a room. You can't just walk through the door. You got to open the door. You see, most industries average around 21% open rates. Above 25%, you're crushing it. Below 15%, we've got some work to do. The three main factors here on open rate is your inbox placement. So if you're in spam, well, game over, obviously, because no one's going to see you practically. Your subject lines, this is your headline, your first impression, and timing. Send at 3 a.m. and yeah, you're pretty much going to get crickets. And I've tested hundreds of subject lines for clients, and here's what I've learned. Be direct. Tell them exactly why they should open this email right now. Okay, next up is your click-through rate, CTR. So they opened your email. Great. That's good news. But are they actually clicking on anything inside the email? That's your click-through rate, your CTR. You see, a solid click-through rate ranges between about 5 to 10% depending on your industry. So if you're not hitting that, here's what's to check. A clear call to action, your CTA. Be specific. Instead of saying things like, learn more, boring. Try download your free guide or reserve your spot now. And then balance text and images. Some people block images by default. So if your entire CTA is an image, well, chances are they're never going to see it. And then value first. Then ask. Give them something useful in the email itself, and they're more likely to take the next steps. I can't tell you how many A/B tests I've run on CTAs. The difference between a vague button and a specific one, well, that can literally double your clicks. And last but definitely not least, your unsubscribe rate. This is the percentage of people jumping ship after each email. Now, industry standard is under 0.5%. So if you're consistently above that, something's wrong, especially with an opt-in list that's supposedly interested in your content. And here's how to reduce your unsubscribe rate. Check your frequency. Are you bombarding people daily when they expected monthly tips? Or, are you doing it more often than you should? Deliver value. If your email is buy now, people get tired real quick. Mix in helpful content, give them something of value, and clean your list. Sometimes it's better to remove inactive subscribers than force emails on people who aren't even interested. And here's something counterintuitive that I've learned the hard way. Sometimes unsubscribes are actually good. It's better to have someone leave than ignore all your emails and tank your sender reputation. And now that you know what to measure, let's talk about how to move those numbers in the right direction. You see, your subject line is like the headline of a newspaper. If it doesn't grab attention, nothing else matters. You see, I've tested thousands of subject lines over the years, and the ones that work best are clear, specific, and create a sense of timeliness or urgency. And please, don't pull the bait and switch tactic. If your subject line promises something amazing, your email better deliver that. Nothing burns trust faster than misleading subject lines. Then there's deliverability hacks. If your emails are landing in spam, you might as well not send them at all. But here's how to stay in the inbox. Warm up new domains. So if you have a new domain, you're going to want to warm this up. You see, I've learned this the hard way years ago. If you're sending from a new email address, start small before blasting your entire list. And then there's email authentication. This is a bit technical, but critically important. Set up SPF, DKIM, and DMARC protocols. These are like digital signatures that tell email providers you're legitimate and not a spammer, helping your emails land in the inbox from the get-go. And your IT team can help, or if you're flying solo, most email platforms have guides for this. And then avoid spam triggers. That's using all caps, too many exclamation points, or words like free and guarantee. These can trigger spam filters. Write like a normal person talking to another normal person. And then timing is everything. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a great email flop just because it was sent at the wrong time. Know your audience. If you're sending B2B emails, early morning might work best. But if you're sending B2C, evenings or weekends, they can perform better. Test different times. I always run A/B tests with clients to find their sweet spot on send time. What works for one business might bomb for another. And avoid rush hour. Monday morning at 9 a.m. Your email is competing with dozens of others, especially from the weekend. Try to stand out from the crowd. See, I had a client who switched their send time from Tuesday morning to Thursday afternoon and saw open rates jump by 15% overnight. Small changes, big results. See, first impressions matter, especially in email. A strong welcome sequence sets the tone for your entire relationship with the person. Try warm introductions. Remind them who you are and how they signed up. And deliver your promise. If they joined for a free guide, make it easy to access. And then next steps. Guide them on what to do next, whether that's checking out your products, joining your community, or reading key content. You see, I found welcome emails typically get about 4 times the open rate of regular broadcasts. So don't waste this opportunity. It's like inviting someone into your home. You wouldn't just open the door and walk away, right? Show them around, make them comfortable, give them a snack. And not all subscribers are created equal. Some open everything you send, while others haven't engaged in months, maybe years. Your active subscribers are folks who deserve your best content and offers. And then your occasional engagers, may need re-engagement campaigns. And then your ghosts, if they haven't opened in 6 months or more, it might be time for a win-back campaign or to let them go. See, I worked with a retail client who started sending targeted emails based on purchase history instead of blasting the same message to everyone. Their revenue per email tripled. And this shows you how powerful personalization and segmentation truly are. And there's no one size fits all in email marketing. What works for me might not work for you or for the next person. So, with your subject lines, try a question versus a statement, or with versus without emojis. Email design. Sometimes plain text outperforms fancy HTML. And then your call to action or CTA placement. Maybe sometimes it's above the fold or before building value. And then your send times, maybe Tuesday at 10 a.m. versus Thursday at 2 p.m. The magic happens when you combine data with creativity. Test, analyze, adapt, repeat. See, many email marketing platforms even offer built-in AI features that can help you with A/B testing and optimizing send times, making it even easier to get started. Okay, so let's get strategic and talk about email lifecycle funnel, moving subscribers from casual readers to raving fans. See, this framework has consistently delivered results across every industry I've worked with. First off, when someone joins your list, their interest is piqued. Don't waste it. Then offer a friendly introduction. Set expectations about what they'll receive and how often. Then give them immediate value. Deliver what you promised right away. And then give them clear next steps. Guide them toward their first meaningful action. Remember that analogy? It's like inviting someone into your home. You wouldn't just open the door and walk away, right? Show them around, make them comfortable. I cannot stress that enough. That's why I've said it twice. And after the welcome message, keep the momentum going with valuable content that positions you as the expert. There's educational content. Teach them something useful, even if they never buy. There's social proof. Show how others have succeeded with your help, maybe with your product, or have enjoyed your product. Try soft CTAs, call to actions. Build engagement without being pushy. You see, I found that a good nurture sequence can warm up cold leads before they ever see a sales pitch. It's like dating. You don't propose on the first date. Well, at least most people don't. And once you've built trust, it's time to make the ask. Offer clear CTAs. Make your buttons stand out and use action-oriented text. Be urgent. Limited time offers work because they combat procrastination. And then use personalization. Show that you understand their specific needs. See, abandoned cart emails are gold here. I've seen recovery rates of 10 to 15% just by sending a friendly reminder with maybe a small incentive like 5%, 10% off. Your existing customers are your best asset, so nurture them. You see, offer them exclusive benefits. Give subscribers perks that non-subscribers don't get. Offer referral programs. Reward people for spreading the word about your product or service. Milestone celebrations. Acknowledge anniversaries and achievements. You see, Morning Brew's referral program is brilliant. The more friends you refer, the better the swag. It's turned their subscribers into an army of advocates. But not every subscriber stays engaged forever. But that doesn't mean they're gone for good. You want to do check-in emails. We've noticed you've been quiet lately. Here's something we're offering you, or come back. Then there's special offers. Sometimes it's a discount and can reignite interest. Or a last chance offer. If all else fails, let them know you'll be removing them unless they confirm interest. See, I ran a reactivation campaign for a SaaS client that brought back 8% of their dormant subscribers. That's thousands of dollars of potential revenue that was just, sitting there untouched. All right, let's wrap this up with key takeaways here. First, you want to track the right metrics. That's your opens, your clicks, and your unsubscribes. They tell the real story. Then optimize everything from subject lines to send times. Small improvements, they add up, my friend. And then follow the lifecycle funnel. Guide subscribers from welcome to loyalty with purposeful content. And remember, email marketing isn't a set it and forget it deal. The businesses that win are constantly testing, refining, and adapting their approach. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest email marketing challenge? Drop it in the comments below and let's troubleshoot together. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more actionable marketing strategies. I've got tons more to share from my years in the trenches. I want to thanks for hanging with me today. I'll see you in the next video.